Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. By the way, how are you? For those of you who have been craving a chill horror movie, today I'm going to talk about a film called Mama 2013. Curious about how scary this story is? Well, instead of wasting time, let's jump right into the discussion. And if you enjoy this channel, as always, feel free to subscribe so you don't miss out on more exciting videos from KF Movie. The film begins with news of a murder committed by an investor named Jeffer. After it was revealed that the stocks he invested in were fraudulent, the police launched a manhunt for the suspect. Shortly after, Jeffer, now a fugitive, hurriedly takes his daughter, Victoria, and prepares to flee. Carrying his youngest child in his arms, he asks the drowsy Victoria to put on her glasses.
I don't know.
On the way, Victoria is puzzled by her father's reckless driving, speeding like Dominic Toretto. What's even stranger is that he didn't bring their mother along. Hearing this, Jeffer simply tells Victoria to stay quiet. Unfortunately, due to his reckless driving on the snowy road, the car drifts uncontrollably and crashes into a ravine. Back at Jeffrey's house, his twin brother, Lucas, panics upon discovering that his brother's home has become a crime scene. The police then inform him that Jeffer was caught killing a shareholder, as well as his own wife. And now, Jeffer has fled with his two daughters.
Kidnapped his two daughters, aged apparently shot two.
Back to Jeffer. Fortunately, his daughters are unharmed. Now, with no idea what to do next, Jeffer wanders through the freezing snowy forest. After walking quite a distance, he stumbles upon an isolated cabin that appears to be abandoned. Amid the freezing cold, Jeffer immediately urges Victoria to go inside. After warming up a little, Jeffer, regretting his actions, appears confused. Stressed out, he can do nothing but cry, especially since his two daughters are still too young to face the harshness of the world. Oh my God, this is insane. In his desperation, Jeffer plans to send his daughters to the afterlife. Luckily, a figure resembling a ragged ghost suddenly saves Victoria. However, now Victoria and her little sister, unable to find their way home, are trapped in this place. That night, Victoria and her little sister could only warm themselves in front of the fireplace. Then suddenly,
look, Lily.
something appeared. Whatever it was, it seemed to care for Victoria and her sister. Long story short, 5 years later, Lucas was still searching for Victoria and Lily. He firmly believed that his two nieces were still alive. While talking on the phone with two bounty hunters, Lucas asked them to search the Clifton Forest area once again. Shortly after, the two hunters, Bunsey and Roney, started growing tired of the search they had been conducting for the past 3 years, especially since the police had already called off the investigation. However, while Roney was relieving himself, he couldn't believe what he was seeing.
Well, we should call. We said we'd call. Ronnie.
Seeing Jeffrey's wrecked car, they immediately used hunting dogs to track down Victoria's whereabouts. As the scent led to the cabin, the two hunters immediately checked it out.
call him now.
Shocked to find Victoria and Lily still alive, though they were in a rough state and behaving like wild animals. Moments later, Lucas, a member of the Round Band, announced that Victoria and Lily had been found. Upon arriving at the Child Protection Office, Lucas and Anna were met by a psychologist named Dre. Dre then informed them that Victoria and Lily required special care since they had lived in the wild for too long, making them almost like Tarzan.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Victoria. No, it's okay.
Seeing Victoria trembling in fear, Lucas, knowing that she was nearsighted, immediately handed her a pair of glasses.
Yeah, that's it.
Daddy.
I'm your daddy's brother.
Although Victoria recognized him as Jeffer, Lucas was still relieved to see her making progress. Shortly after, Anna told the entire members of Band Bunder that she had to resign from the band. After all, Lucas's nieces needed extra care. As a result, Tantro had no choice but to find a new bassist for the band. Shortly after, 3 months passed. Now living in his late brother's house, Lucas decided to take care of his nieces, though still under Dr. Dre's supervision. While Victoria had adjusted to normal life, Lily, who had lived in the wild since she was a baby, still struggled to adapt to her new environment. The next day, as Lily was scribbling on the wall, she suddenly noticed a black Martha sign of someone's arrival. At the same time, Anna, who was about to do the laundry, intended to enter the children's room. Realizing that her sister was playing with a mysterious figure, Victoria tried to distract Anna to prevent her from entering. As soon as Anna left, Victoria hesitated before stepping inside, removing her glasses so she wouldn't be scared when looking at the figure. That night, while Anna was in the kitchen, she suddenly noticed the house lights flickering. Feeling uneasy, she started to doubt whether she could handle taking care of Lucas's nieces, especially since their behavior was truly strange. Hearing this, Lucas tried to reassure her. Just as they were about to relax, Anna suddenly panicked upon seeing a mysterious figure peeking in. Sensing something was wrong, Lucas quickly went to check. Seeing that the kids were already asleep, Lucas, fearing an intruder, continued his search while carrying a hammer. During his inspection, Lucas was puzzled to find a spreading black stain. Anna was completely shocked to discover Lucas unconscious after falling from the second floor. Upon arriving at the hospital, Lucas, who had fallen, was in a coma. Dre, who came to visit, expressed his sympathy for what had happened to Lucas. Feeling overwhelmed, Anna considered handing the children over to him, especially now that she had to take care of them alone. However, Dre refused, as the children were officially under Lucas's custody according to the court's decision. Despite her reluctance, Anna had no choice but to accept the situation. That night, alone in the house, Anna panicked upon hearing a strange noise. The next morning, Dre returned to check on the children. However, his attention was immediately drawn to a drawing of a woman bending backward in an eerie pose. Anna then explained that, according to the children, this figure was Mama, the entity that had taken care of them in the forest for the past 5 years. At that moment, Dre found a ragged doll and decided to take a picture of it for further examination. The following night, Anna told the children to go to bed. However, as she was getting ready to sleep, she was puzzled by the sound of a lullaby coming from the children's vent. Sensing something strange, her curiosity drove her to check it out. Anna was immediately baffled to see the children still playing in the middle of the night. Frustrated by their increasingly strange behavior, she decided to ignore it and went back to her room. The next morning, Anna met with Dre again and shared all the eerie occurrences that had been escalating. She told him that it seemed like the children were frequently visited by a mysterious figure at night. Hearing this, Dre immediately showed her his research recordings and revealed that the figure might indeed be the Mama the children often mentioned. He then tried to reassure Anna, promising to solve this mystery as soon as possible. Upon returning home, Anna was startled by a mysterious sound. After the initial shock, she felt confused, thinking she might have just misheard it. Meanwhile, back at the hospital, something strange was happening to Lucas. In his subconscious, Lucas suddenly saw his brother, who urged him to go to the cabin to continue living in the world. The next day, Anna and Victoria were delighted to see that Lucas was starting to recover. Amidst their happiness, Victoria was suddenly shocked to see her little sister busy eating something black. Back at home, Anna was puzzled to find Victoria crying in the bathroom. When she approached her, Victoria said she didn't want Anna to get hurt. That's why she warned Anna not to touch her, as Mama, who was jealous, might harm her. Moments later, Anna received a visit from a woman named Jean, the sister of Victoria's late mother. Jean had come to see her nieces, but when she finally met them, she was shocked to find their bodies covered in bruises. Sensing an opportunity, Jean, who wanted to claim the remainder of Jeffrey's assets, planned to take custody of the children. Realizing Jean's true intentions, Anna immediately kicked her out. Moments later, Anna called Lucas to inform him that Jean had just tried to take custody of the kids. Hearing this, Lucas, still in the hospital, urged Anna to do everything she could to keep them. The following night, Dre continued his research while performing hypnotherapy on Victoria. Curious, he asked her where the figure they called Mama lived. However, Victoria simply said that Mama always emerged from the rotting walls. Then, Dre, who had a photo, intended to show it to Victoria.
Look at this photograph. It's about her.
No! Yes! What's going on?
In the middle of the night, while Anna was asleep, she suddenly had a terrifying vision. In the middle of the night, while Anna was asleep, she suddenly had a terrifying vision. It felt like a dream, showing glimpses of Mama, the figure that had been haunting the children. But just as she woke up, suddenly, turns out, it was all just a series of terrifying layered dreams. Meanwhile, Lily, who had woken up, tried to wake Victoria up to play with Mama. However, Victoria, now realizing that Mama was a demon, immediately refused.
Victoria, stay.
Back to Drage, just as he arrived at the cabin, where Victoria and Lily were found. He panicked upon hearing a terrifying growl. Unfortunately, after finally uncovering Mama's true form, Dre became her next victim. The next morning, Anna grew frustrated with Lily, who was playing in the corner. But then, Victoria suddenly screamed, saying that Lily was actually in the kitchen, hungry and waiting for Anna. Suddenly, Anna panicked. If Lily was in the kitchen, then who was the one she just saw?
Annabelle?
Shortly after, Anna tried to contact Dre, but received no response. Filled with curiosity, she decided to check Dre's research documents and stumbled upon an old photograph of a woman who looked rather terrifying. That night, Anna's curiosity grew stronger as she revisited Dre's research files she had taken from his office. After opening a box, she discovered a recording of Victoria's therapy session. In the recording, Victoria explained the origins of a woman named Edith, whom they referred to as Mama. As Anna opened the photo, she heard that Edith was a former psychiatric hospital patient who had desperately tried to reclaim her child, who had been given away to the church. At that time, Edith attempted to die alongside her child, but her plan failed. The child's body got caught on a tree branch and was eventually recovered by the villagers for burial. Because of this, Edith's restless spirit began to wander, searching for her lost child. After learning the truth, Anna was utterly shocked as she read through the documents and realized that the box in front of her contained the remains of Edith's baby, something Dre had unearthed in an attempt to calm her spirit. Meanwhile, in the bedroom, Victoria woke up with a terrible feeling as she noticed the black hole reappearing. Worried about Anna's safety, she quickly rushed to check on her. Seeing Lily staring at Mama's figure, Victoria urgently told her to step back, realizing that Mama was furious. When Anna arrived, Victoria begged her to save Lily. Seeing Victoria side with Anna, an enraged Edith, consumed by jealousy, shattered Victoria's glasses. However, everything suddenly came to a halt when Edith heard Jean arriving. Moments later, Victoria panicked upon hearing her aunt's terrified screams. Jean, who had come intending to claim custody of the children, instead met a gruesome fate as Edith possessed her, leading to her death. Shortly after, Anna regained consciousness and was horrified to find the children missing. Realizing that Edith had taken them, she decided to head to the cabin, carrying Edith's baby's remains in an attempt to calm her spirit.
I'm heading to Clifton Forge.
By sheer coincidence, Anna was relieved to run into Lucas. It turned out that Lucas, having received a clue, had already left the hospital and was on his way. Hearing this, Anna told him that the children had been taken by the Cantilenac to her cabin. Upon arriving at the cabin, they were stunned to find Jean's lifeless body sitting eerily in place.
Lily! No, Lily! Lily!
Seeing Lily in danger, a panicked Lucas rushed to save her. Fortunately, Anna managed to take out Edith's baby's remains, momentarily calming her down. However, as soon as Lily called out to her, Edith flew into a rage once again and tried to seize the children. Amid the tense situation, Victoria, determined to save them, ultimately decided to go with Mama. However, Anna refused to accept it and tried to stop her.
Sleep, Annabelle.
In the end, Victoria chose to stay. But she was unable to save Lily, who willingly chose to live with Edith in the other realm.
Mama! Victoria! Victoria, stay.
In the end, Edith's terror came to an end, but they had to lose Lily, who chose to live with Edith in the other realm. And with that, the film concludes. What do you think? A truly terrifying movie, right? In the end, it was revealed that Mama was actually Edith, a mental asylum patient who escaped and tried to take back her child, who was supposed to be raised by the church. After searching for her child for decades, Edith eventually found Victoria and Lily, then mistook them for her own children. That's all for the review and discussion of Mama 2013. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss any exciting videos from KF Movie. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.